Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and I've had my fill of Christmas cards I think by now. I've made so many over the past few weeks. I probably will make a few more, but I wanted to just try some of the stamp sets that I bought before I left Stampin' Up and I haven't used yet. Oh, look at me, I'm terrible. So I have decided to use the I Love You out of the Genuine Gems. I think this is awesome. Look at this one. I told the universe to send some awesomeness your way. So sorry, just didn't know what to say. Well, this is just a bit difficult. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. Nothing else to say but I love you. I know this must be hard for you. You got this. You know, there's no good card for this. Oh, you know, it's a bit of a mixed stamp set. And then I bought the Pocket of Happiness. I did have the Pocket for the Sunshine with the dies and I didn't like it, but I like this. So I'm using the flowers out of this. So let me show you my card. It's a gift card holder as well. It does use nearly one whole sheet of A4, but you still get a card front as well. So this is the card. Absolutely adorable. I love it. Look, it says I love you. I've done all the leaves in the pale granny apple green and the vines in the dark, and then light and dark Highland heather to match the cardstock and the ribbon. I've just used Wink of Stella on the doves. And then you lift it up. You've got a space there then to write who the card is to. And then look, it's a gift for you. And gorgeous. You could have decorated this piece as well if you wanted to add some DSP. This is just my create and craft card. So just to show you that it's a gift card holder. It will also hold money, a voucher, you know, all sorts of things. So I just thought it was just the cutest thing ever. Stands up normally. Okay, it doesn't want to stand it for some reason. Why doesn't it want to stand it? Perhaps it's because I've scored it way too much there. I have manipulated and manipulated this just to get the creases bang on, because I did use the scoreboard. But there you go. It does stand up. Yay. It's top heavy, that's what it is. Back heavy, should I say. So it just wants to flop down. So, but it will stay. Don't do that to me. I'm sure we'll find a way to keep it stood up. There you go. Just don't open it so wide. But there you go. I just thought it was absolutely... You can change the colour scheme. You can just... I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. There was gaps down here because it's the shape of a pocket. So I just filled in these bigger flowers. I just love it. So I'm going to show you how I made it. It is simple. A lot of colouring. But it didn't take long at all. Once you get your rotary going with your pen, start with the light. Go through every photo. I've got my ribbon box over because I didn't know how much ribbon I'd need, so I've just pulled this one out. This is the one we're going to use. I've got a piece of scratch paper for stamping. I have got my card pieces. You're going to need an A4. This is for the sentiment. You're going to need 3 pieces of Whisper White, if you want to, that is. I mean, you don't have to. Don't have to put this piece in if you don't want to. You could write on this section quite easily to who it's from, or you could even put a piece of white there and then right there. But I just loved the way these flowers framed the top of the card, and I just think it's beautiful. Like I say, if you're giving a gift card, that's perfect. You've got some more goings on here. Absolutely beautiful card. Love it, love it, love it. And your ribbon, like I'm saying. So first we're going to fetch up the scoreboard. I'm going to get my Stampin' Up one for this. Only because, I don't know why, but I'm going to be fetching it up. So, A4, if you're American now, you know yours is 5.5 halfway and 4 1/4 that way. You can do it just exactly the same, but ours is 11 3/4, nearly. Yeah, just 11 3/4. So we score this at 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 7/8. on the long side, and then we turn it to 4 1/8. And like I said, thank you sweetness, you're a darling.
Okay.
Because if you're American, you do it to 4 1/4, because yours is 8 1/2. Your pieces then would be 4 by 5 1/4. Ours are 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. And then we're going to need, I could have done it on the trimmer actually, but I just want to make sure it's not just me. So now I am going to, what we're going to do is, because this bit folds down, this bit is going to go over, so we're going to take that corner off and this section, and that's where you get your card front for another card. So pop this in right on the score line, and I'm just going to cut the way down, make sure I've come to that line, and then I'm going to take this back up, making sure I've got that in the track. I'm going to keep the score line though, just that side, so I more or less take the score line off. So I might have to just nip there, see? But because I'm going to cut now, just fold that over, making sure it comes level and burnish, just so I can cut from that corner there to that corner there. So I'm going to keep it halfway, and I find that if I don't, then it can ruffle up your cardstock. See what I mean? Like a tiny little bit there. Oh, Gaynor made a boo-boo. So let me put that in. I just want to skim that off. There we go, that's got it straight now. Perfect. I always find as well, if you've used a trimmer, it's nice to just flatten your cardstock back down. And then this section folds over to give you your tuck spot area for your card. Isn't that cute? Love that. So again, I'm just going over the lines. So there you go, you've got a card front. Let me just nick that off. There we go. You can do something with these as well. You could even use that if you've got a card that opens like that. You could literally just use them. Say this is the piece we've got, and I got a flap on. You could literally glue that onto another card to make a tuck spot area. Just very finely on the ends. They're perfect. But there's your card front. So I'll cut this down to 4 1/8. Mind you, my card fronts are 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. And there's my card front, which I'll put in my scraps bin. And then that's the only bit of waste I'm going to get then. These two sections that I've cut off, I will put them in my scraps bin as well, and I will use them to make other tuck spot areas for other cards. So there we go, simple as. Just making sure it's perfect now. Better. Oops, upside down, I thought it was. There we go, there's that card. How wonderful. And I'm just making sure everything is coming together. I've got a tiny little overhang from the other card, because I didn't take it to the actual corner. Bang on. But then, who's going to know once they open it and see all that gorgeousness? So again, I'm just going over my lines where I trimmed. For some reason I always find that it leaves there we go, there's that shape. So with this card I attach this before gluing down, obviously. Oh, he's a darling, especially. Do you know I haven't filled it right to the top, so I'm not going to spill it. Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Boyce. It's his birthday today, but you won't see this morning. We've been at the chemist. We've been for throat sweets, cough mixtures, sinus tablets. Ugh. But I think I always feel a little bit better towards the evening, and then it all starts over again in the morning. Do you ever find that? Oh, it's terrible. So just oozing down my piece. And because this is attached, like I'm saying, with the other one you'd have to put a thin line of glue. I am just going to add a very thin line of glue. You could use tape even if you wanted to, because you only need a section to tuck down, but I'm just adding glue. It's a wee bit quicker. Perfect. I mean, you could stamp that flower on this section even if you wanted to, but I'm not going to. Where's my... There it is. Staring me in the face. So I stamped this in gorgeous grape actually. I wanted it slightly darker than the Highland Heather. I got there. And then I just positioned it just above that section there. Perfect. That is all I needed the Highland Heather for. The gorgeous grape even. The sentiment, a gift for you, is from the Pocket of Happiness as well. Got mine. I love it. It's all perfectly lined up. She says I've glued it to the car. Yes. Oh, look at that. Gaynor's a silly sausage. There we go. Let's turn that over. Right, so our black ink's coming out now, so let's just set that to one side. Do some stamping. Yeah, the I Love You is from the Genuine Gems. I like that. I love that. As soon as I saw it in the catalogue, I thought, oh, that's a lovely stamp set to have. Even if you just use one or two of the stamps. But that little piece is out of my scraps bin and fits perfect. You know me, I like to clean as I go along, so we can set that to one side. Now we can fetch in our pieces. And that, I'm going to have to do the flower as well, so let's just pop this on the inside. So I'm just having that right there. We are going to use that again shortly, but first I'm going to have this one. I just thought it was absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just going to tear it roughly in the middle. Oh, boo-boo. Right, turn over quick. Good job I didn't attach it to my card, isn't it? That's that one. And then that side as well. Absolutely gorgeous. So we can set that to one side just for a minute. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. You could make your pockets by using your nesting dies, because you've got the V at the bottom. You can, and they've got a straight line, so you can make your own pockets. You don't need the Pocket of Sunshine. I think the Pocket of Sunshine actually, did it retire? But the dies didn't. So this piece now is for that gorgeous big one. I haven't cleaned that one yet because we're going to be using it again in a minute. So I always like to rub it round and then press. Well, this time, because I did them at the bottom and then I had to turn the stamp round, I'm going to do these at the top and then fill in at the bottom. So I'm just going to place these. That way my birdies are all the same way up. I mean, once you've seen me put this card together now, if you don't want to sit and watch me colour it all, then you're more than welcome to either fast forward or just leave it there and go away and make your beautiful card yourself in any colour you want. You don't even have to use Voice Over White. You could just use designer series paper and then just decorate the inside maybe. But you know me, I like to make my own DSP as well sometimes. So that's perfect. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go in again because my bird will be the right way up. I'm only stamping, I'm only going to ink the top bit. And then we can fill in those gaps with something else. Beautiful. A little bit paler there, but you won't see that shortly. Perfect. Oh, so cute. I mean, you don't even have to fill those gaps in if you don't want to. I'm just going to use a little bit of spray because that is not cleaning properly. So 2 seconds I will be. Get a piece of genuine clean cloth. I like to spray it straight on the stamp set as well. Watch how clean this comes out. And just pat it dry. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Great for cleaning your blocks as well. So let me see what we've got that can fill those gaps, because this is a little bit too big now. We could genuinely just add the leaves. Let me clean that whole stamp. Let's see if we can just get those leaves in. Take away from the flower. Nice. Instead of dirtying my finger. Perfect. Fabulous. That filled them in beautifully. Perfect. Love it. I love it. And now my nail is stinking black. Oh my goodness. I am a mucky crafter. I don't know if it's under my nail. Yeah, it is. Oh, Gaynor, you can do that later. Yes, I know. Right, I'm going to pop some dimensionals on the back. I am going to be pinning the ends. And that one's a little bit too big. That corner one. Okay, let's get one of them. Better. Just so I can put them away. And I'm giving that a couple of seconds to dry. So, also like to squash that down. Perfect now, that's for later. Let's get rid of this scrap, we don't need that for the time being. I'm just going to quickly colour this very, very quickly. That way I just don't have to keep opening and up and closing the card up. You can add a bit of dark if you want. So this time, on that one I did the inside of the flower dark and the outside light. Well, I'm going to reverse it this time. So that is really dark, isn't it? And I'm just going to flick a line up. Be 2 minutes doing this and then we can get on with the other bits. Nearly done. Just checking, that's that done. And then how quick was that? So I've got my black just for the centre. I don't know what it is, I think it looks lovely. So I'm going to set that to set. It looks really dark on that side. So now we can bob back and forth from our two cards. So with my black, I'm going to do it on this small one. I did do it to all these and then realised I was going to put gems on top, so I don't need to do them to those. I'm going to do the vines now, all the vines. This is the dark. And once you see it with the pale leaves, it looks really nice. Oops. Missed anything out, so that's that job done. And then just all the vines, just the vines. Do you know what I missed out on there was the little dots. I haven't done anything with the little dots yet. But you'll be surprised how quick this comes together. Because this, it looks a lot, but there's not a lot, if you know what I mean. So let's get these bottom ones done. But it's nice to use it as a background stamp instead of the main event. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous flowers. that they all intertwine. That's it. Look, the vines are done. How quick was that? Just looking, scanning. And we've done them on there. Now for the pale on the leaves. There we go. How quick was that? Doesn't it look nice against the dark vines? Perfect. That's that job done. I'm going to work my way down. And there's that big leaf that we added in to fill in the gap. Doesn't take long at all. And have you noticed, because you've got the outline there, I mean, you could slow this process down like I'm doing, but there's no need. It's there, it's done. And it's not like I'm being a perfectionist or anything, but I'm not getting out the lines. And you could spend ages going back and trying to darken everything, or try and add some shades, but it's just a little background. And adding the two tones with the vines as well. Perfect. Oh, I've just got one there of mist. Done. That didn't take long at all, did it? Perfect. Just looking around. No, that's done. Right, let's get the dark now this time. And let's add some to these little spots as well. I didn't do that last time. Should have. Maybe I should. Maybe I should get my other glasses on. I'm not doing too bad. It's a little bit blurry, but let me swap over glasses because I'm going to end up straining my eyeballs otherwise. better, I can see. And then just flick a line down each one of those. Perfect. With the right glasses on, I can see where I'm missing, see? Just drawing lines, basically. Perfect. Oh, I've just seen a leaf. Pale. Just that one there. I'll leave that open, just in case. Oh, I love it. It's so therapeutic. Perfect. Lovely. Oh, there. Bit squeaky, these pens, isn't it? I prefer the smaller nib sometimes. It's for small areas, especially because with the brush it tends to bleed over. Can you imagine these in all different colours? Absolutely gorgeous. I haven't used Highland Heather in a long time. Why not, innit? I mean, if you were knocking these out for a lot of people, then it would take you ages, but, you know, for that one special person, you just want to send a beautiful card to. I think this may be worth the time and effort. Pen, spotted a leaf. Let me just make sure. There's one. There's only those two, isn't there? Excuse me. So I've wrapped the ribbon around this as well before I attached it to the card. Absolutely gorgeous. This is our last one. Apart from the two on that card. watercolour anyway, so this is a joy for me. Perfect. I know I've just gone over there, but it doesn't matter. No lines to put in. Beautiful border stamp though. Imagine writing your message in there, how beautiful it looks on the inside. Perfect, that's it. Now we can just go around with our little, we can use the inside one now. Brush one, takes seconds. So that's that one done. Ha. You see any bits you've missed in the dark, then you can fill them in with the light. That's it. We're done. So let me just grab that. I am going to add the black to the centres because I know I'm going to put a gem on, but you can see right through, more or less. So I think it's just going to tidy them up a little bit. Perfect, done. Oh my gosh, we can attach and then we can do our work of Stella then. Swap my other glasses back. Oh, I didn't put the lid on that. Let's see if it works. Yay, I cleared the nozzle. Let's fetch our card in. I just think the inside of this card is just as beautiful as the outside. Perfect. That's beautiful. So there's the inside of our gorgeous card. And then what we need to do now, ribbon time. Right. Maybe, no, I'm going to come just under the dubs. I want some to wrap around, some to pop under. Dubs. Perfect. It's not going to keep it glued down permanent until you actually attach it to the card, but it'll keep it tacky enough so you can straighten it. Oh, that's right down a bit. But Gaynor says maybe I just add a little bit of tape just to be on the safe side. Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now we can stick this to our card. Perfect. Make sure you've got it the right way round. Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We're going to add a bow as well in a minute. So I'm going to pop that away because I'm going to use a little bit of tape to keep the bow on. Oh my goodness. Just me in this. This is the old football shirt I used to wear when we used to go and watch the Swans play, but I don't go anymore. I've had it rammed down my neck football for so long that I've gone right off it again. So it's now my crafting, one of my crafting t-shirts. So let's fetch in the bow maker. I wanted a relatively good sized bow. I like to keep the ribbon attached, that way I don't get any waste, or virtually any. I'm going to cut that at a slight little angle now, it's because I cut it straight. Looks good to me. Just pop my ribbon away. Yeah, keep a little glue dot down there to keep them all from rolling out. So my tiny I love this stuff. I've got a fresh roll look. Just a wee bit. I think that is absolutely adorable. I'm going to pop that on that way. Beautiful, and just our sentiment. Oh girls, I've got to have a swig of my coffee. Oh, it's nearly cold again. I get so engrossed in what I'm doing. Okay, I've got a cup of coffee. I'm going to pop this side this time. That's just adorable. Grab our gemstones, and also we will need our wink of Stella because I've just popped it on my birds. Just to give them a little sparkle. I don't want to start colouring them in grey when they're nice white doves. Beautiful. So I pop one either side of my I love you, and then one in the centre of each of those beautiful flowers. Absolutely gorgeous. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely beautiful. And just to add things up, but make it a little bit more odd. I'm just going to pop one on my ribbon there. Perfect. Perfect. There's the one we just made. This is the one I did earlier. I'm just going to grab and do those dots This one looks a bit bare now. They could be little red berries even, you don't know. But I think it's an absolutely beautiful card. First time playing with it, I think I've done a pretty okay job. I just spotted a vine there as well. Oh, Gaynor. Slacking. There, right there. What am I like? There we go. Not too much. There we go. And I've just spotted another vine. Oh my gosh, Gaynor, Gaynor, Gaynor. There we go. Any more vines? I'm going to look on that one. No more vines. It's all done. But there you go. I think it's absolutely beautiful. This is the one we've just done. Moved those, the pattern upwards and just filled in from down below. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Oh my goodness. I will get that off with my ink eraser. And then this is the one I did earlier with my create craft card inside. So, but I will have to leave it in there just to show. And then so you can see the flower in that. But aren't they absolutely gorgeous? And it does stand up, see. I think it's because it's got a double joint there. But there we go. I hope you like it. Hope you give them a go because they're super mega easy. And yeah, please don't forget to press subscribe, the bell, the thumbs up and the share. That way you'll be helping me along to get some more views, which would be amazing. So, and yeah, don't forget the bell because I do post every single day. So if you want to see what I make tomorrow, ding ding, ring the bell. See you soon. Bye.